here again, just like I promised, after finishing up our Secrets and Lace photo shoot, talking about how to put on garter belts and how to pick the right ones. And once you've decided that, you can go ahead and figure out how to put on your Secrets and Lace stockings. A lot of people have been asking us, you know, how do I put on the Secrets and Lace fully fashioned stockings? So before I tell you how to do that, I'm going to give you a little bit of history on what makes full fashion stockings different than other stockings. The first thing is, these stockings are made on a machine that is from the 1950s. So it's made in an old-fashioned way, just to keep it more authentic. The other thing that's unique about this stocking is it has a hand-sewn back seam, and that just gives it, a nicer touch, and it gives it a little more authenticity to it, like I said. At the top of it, you're going to find a finishing hole, and as you can see, it's not a mistake. It's supposed to be that way. This is the way that they were made, in the 50s when people were wearing these, so they're trying to keep it as authentic as the original. And if I hold it up to the side here, you can see that the stocking is made, a full fashion stocking is made in the shape of a leg rather than just being straight up and down. It gives it a better fit. So instead of it being that straight up and down, you're going to have it a little wider at the top for your thigh. It goes in at the knee and then it's going to come back out at the calf area. The first thing, as a Secrets and Lace model and a lover of Secrets and Lace stockings, the first thing that you're going to want to do when you're putting these on is to make sure that you have a garter belt that's going to work with it. I like the 6-strap garter belt. It holds it better. That's, something that Secrets and Lace does. It's got, metal grips, like I said in the last clip, that's going to hold it better, and then you can also have the adjustable straps on it that are going to make it easier to fit that garter belt or girdle to your stocking. I want to make sure that I have that back seam right in the center, and I don't want to just put it in my arm and put it on because it's going to get messed up, so I usually just do it nice and slowly down the length of the stocking. And on the full fashion stocking, you can see at the bottom there's like a part that comes out where there's 2 tones, and that furthest tip there is where I like to put my big toe. That's going to kind of serve as my guidance for it. And as I put it on, you can see that the larger part is over my big toe, and then it gets smaller as it goes down the foot. The next thing that I'm going to look for is the reinforced heel, and you're just going to look and make sure that that's going over the back of your heel. That's how you know that you're putting it on correctly. And then once you have that, you can go ahead and start putting it up your leg. Usually what I like to do is use my fingers to kind of feel the back, where the back seam is, to help me guide that back seam up my leg. And you just want to check it every so often as you're going up the back of your leg to make sure that it's straight, because it's going to be easier to do it now rather than if you just go and put it on, and once you get to the top you realize there's a spot that isn't straight. It's going to be harder to fix that, and you're probably going to have to just start all over again. But if you just have these minor adjustments, it makes it a lot easier. Now the next thing you're going to look for is the Secrets and Lace logo, and you're going to know that you're in the right spot by where the placement of it is. It should be kind of on the side of your thigh. and that kind of helps. Now before I attach my garter straps, I want to make sure that, you know, I'll kind of take a last look and make sure that I've got everything, you know, lined up. And what I'll do is just kind of take a peek, make sure that I have that straight line coming up the back, and the keyhole or the finishing hole is in that spot right in the middle. And next I'll hook up my garter belt. Usually what I try to do is make sure that I have these unhooked and the garter straps unhooked. That way I can get a little bit more movement in there as I'm putting it on, and it's not as difficult. I like to sit down for the first two, the one in the front and the one on the side. That way I don't have to worry about my stockings falling down. So I'll just go ahead and hook that one up. And then the one for the back, I usually like to stand up because now I've got, you know, a good grip on the stocking, so I'm able to be a little more freed up to be able to manipulate the one that's in the back because I can't see it. I guess if you wanted and you had a full-length mirror, you could use that. And once I've got that, I just want to take one last look, make sure everything is adjusted where I need it. I can adjust my straps to where I need it. The one on the, if I need it a little longer or shorter, I can do that. And then once I take that last look, once I've got all of my front and my side garter straps on, all I have to do is the back one. Usually I like to stand for that because now I have my stocking in place. So I just usually reach behind there and put on my garter strap. I'll do like my final adjustments, just make sure I have everything where I need it. And as you can see, everything is nice and well put together, in front and back. Now all I have to do is get dressed.